My definition of literacy, I think most people can relate to. To be literate means to be able to coherently use the language present to form not only sound, but intelligible sentences as a way to communicate through the written word. It's the ability to read, write, and make sense of the words around you, and to be able to express them back to whatever audience you speak to. Although technical in its definition, the beauty of literacy comes from the languages we don't fully appreciate, to the intricacies of cultures and differences that fall under such an umbrella. As for me, my family and my education lay at odds. The biggest thing that's affected my understanding of literacy is my family, especially my mother. My family is from the Dominican Republic, a shared island with Haiti, and between the blistering heat and beautiful oceans lays a lack of opportunity, and the U.S. was the main travel spot for those looking for a new start. My cousins and I were born into the standard American educational system, so we'll never truly understand the struggles our parents went through. My mother knew little English, yet she made her own appointments and worked every job imaginable. While caring for 3 girls, she became her own interpreter, and still, she held the constant fear that her English wasn't good enough. Although English was my first language, I was placed in the ESL program in my elementary school, and I passed with flying colors to eventually be seated in rows for exams with time tests and ridiculous questions to test my understanding of English, math, and science. I'd ask myself, what's this for? Why do I have to take all these exams? Every bad score would leave me in concern. What if I wasn't good enough? For my mother, my homework was a foreign language that she tried to help me understand no matter the difficulty. The more I became involved in school and trying to get a good enough score, I lost my ability to speak to my family coherently. Although I could understand what they were saying, any response I could give was a jumbled mess, and the most I could muster was an English response to be met with confusion and miscommunication. I became fluent in English. I excelled in writing, and it was something I genuinely enjoyed. However, while being illiterate in Spanish only made me feel like an outsider. After many years entering high school, I was able to relearn, and although I have no accent and sometimes my word choice can be jumbled, I'm able to communicate with my family. With this, I realized that although my mother felt her English wasn't good enough, that didn't deter her from working towards her goals, and it shouldn't deter me either, and instead make me feel privileged to see 2 sides of a coin.